Hey guys, I'm Sean Rice. Welcome to Meet Me. Today I had a chance to sit down with Harry Sue of Slap Your Daddy BBQ at the Phoenix Club BBQ Championship in Anaheim, California. Harry talked a little bit about what it was like to compete at a doubleheader, how he got into barbecue, and a few other things. So sit down, get ready, and here's Harry Sue of Slap Your Daddy BBQ.
We are in a beautiful Anaheim, California. The sun is shining, and we're going to be doing a doubleheader, so it's going to be really grueling. The teams here will be cooking both Saturday and for Sunday. It's a sanctioned contest on both days, so a lot of teams are here trying to gain some Kansas City Barbecue Society points. I'm here, and we have about 18 teams, including, I believe, a team from Kansas City, Missouri. It's actually not too bad. The key is to basically pace yourself, not to overdo it, because usually on the second day you're very tired and you may oversleep and kind of miss your timing. I got started in barbecue totally by accident. One of my coworkers saw the movie The Bucket List and insisted that we all create a bucket list at work. So somebody wrote down a stretch goal for me, which was to cook barbecue. She would pester us every month, and I finally got fed up and I decided, I'll just cook one contest to get you off my back. And as I was filling in the application form for the contest, it said team name. So I said, okay, what do I put as a team name? I'll put down the bucket list as my team name. So they said, no, that's too boring. Let's pick an interesting name for your team. Since I was just going to use it only one time and throw it away, never to use again, I just went with whatever name they came up with. So they said in the South, when you eat something you like, you want to go slap somebody. So since I'm a daddy, they say call it Slap Your Daddy. So I wrote down Slap Your Daddy on a piece of paper, never imagining what it would become. That in about approximately 4.5 years, we will become one of the top barbecue teams in America. Needless to say, I went to my first contest. I won reserve champion and first in chicken, and that's how I started my really crazy adventure and journey in barbecue. I'm probably about top 10 right now. I think in 2010 we finished third in America. Wow. Last year we finished in the teens. This year I'm trying to see how far I can get. We've won Team of the Year for both Arizona and California in 2010 and 11. So we've also won first in the brisket in the national standings in 2010. And last year, believe it or not, we won the sirloin challenge of the nation. So far we've won about 6 grand championships. So I've won pretty much a grand championship in every third contest I've cooked. So I'm hoping to see if I can land the 7th grand championship this weekend, because if I can win the 7th one, that might qualify me for an automatic entry to the prestigious Jack Daniel's Invitational in Lynchburg, which happens in October every year. The Jack Daniel's is comprised of about maybe 70 to 80 teams from around the world. The way it works is if you win a grand champion in your state, your name goes into a lottery. And they draw, say, a bung for your state, and the bung may contain your team name. If you get drawn via lottery, then you get to go to the Jack Daniel's. Jack Daniel's also allows teams that have won 7 contests to be automatically admitted to the Jack. Now, it's really difficult to win 7 grand championships a year, because every year out of 5,500 teams, only 3, maybe 4 teams can win 7 contests. Wow. So it's really, really difficult. For teams that have made it to the Jack every year for 10 years, then they automatically are granted entry for life. And a lot of love into what I do, and I truly enjoy what I do, and I put a lot of positive energy into the food I make, and I truly believe that when my food ends up in the judges' tent, when they taste my food, that little bit of love and passion really separates me from the pack. I'll give you an example. In Las Vegas, I won a very big contest called the Country Music Throwdown against 120 of the best teams in the nation from 25 states, and I won that contest by 4 10,000ths of a point. That's 4 10,000ths. That's 4 decimal places. So I always believe that if you can win by that much, it's primarily just luck, and then the love and the passion that you put into your food. For a normal barbecue contest, usually starts on Friday, where the teams show up and set up to cook. And most teams try to get their long haul meats, like the butt and the brisket, in their pits, say around 9 o'clock. I cook pretty much low and slow at 250 degrees. For some teams that cook hot and fast, they may start at 4 a.m. But I just prefer to put my meats on my smoker, go to sleep, and then wake up around 4 to continue the process. The ribs usually go in around 7:30, and then the chicken goes in around 9:30. So everything is kind of choreographed madness, because everything, all hell breaks loose around noon when we turn in the chicken. Ribs at 12:30, pork butt at 1, and brisket at 1:30. Whenever I cook a contest, right, I never expect to win, because the field is just so deep nowadays. So what I do is I cook with intention from my heart to have a good time, and if I win, then I'm happy. Because I think expectation sometimes causes disappointment. So if I apply for a job and I expect to get it, I don't get the job, I'm going to be disappointed. So in barbecue, I cook it as more or less a social event to have fun and hang out with my friends. And if we win that day, I'll cheer as hard for my friends as when they win, and they'll cheer as hard when I win. It's actually called rib tips. So it's the top portion of a pork spare rib that you trim off. Because most teams either cook St. Louis cut pork ribs, or they cook baby back ribs. So what I do is I trim off the top, and a lot of times the rib tip is actually thrown away. So I like to cook the rib tips for myself.